I'm very excited to have found the time to both record and post the conversation with Rhonda Ruddock on trusts. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Please don't hesitate to let me know if you have questions. And as a portfolio manager and a former tax lawyer, a speaker, guest lecturer, and mother of three, my goal in doing all of this is really to help. So the interesting thing about financial literacy is, and I've discovered that there's a really wide spectrum of knowledge. And so while some people watch these videos and know everything I'm saying, but appreciate that I'm doing it because they have people in their lives who don't, that they get to share it with. And other people let me know that they watch the videos and learn. Some other people let me know that they watch the videos and they actually still don't understand. And so, while in my day life, I get to deal with large portfolios and sophisticated questions, I really want to help everyone get to a basic level, and then from there, perhaps take the opportunity to enhance whatever their level is. So I'm going to try to cover all different levels across the board. And so if ever something doesn't appeal to you, don't watch it. And also feel free to send me criticism or comments in any direction. So moving on, as I've been doing this, I've gotten the opportunity to speak in different places. And one of the places I recently spoke was at the Selwyn House Investment Club. And there was a student there who asked me two awesome questions that I really wanted to share the answers to because I thought they could be beneficial. So the first question that student asked was, can you borrow to invest? And the short answer is yes, you can. If ever you're borrowing to do something, that's called creating leverage, and that always heightens the risk profile of whatever you're doing. So that's number one. But beyond that, I don't see a lot of borrowing to invest. It really is riskier. And why is it riskier? Because at any time, if the market goes down a lot, you could get your loan called. And so you'd have to pay back the full amount of that loan. And where are you getting that liquidity or money? So while it can be interesting to borrow to invest and check with a tax lawyer, but generally speaking, if you're borrowing for an income producing purpose, that interest is the interest that you have to pay is deductible, which is interesting. Borrowing to invest is not something that you should just do without speaking to professionals and understanding all the risks involved. Now, the second really interesting question that the student asked was, if you have enough capital to live on, why do you need income? And that was part of a conversation about how much income you need to live on in retirement. Now, this is very interesting because what is capital? Capital is an amount of money that is somewhere that is not doing anything. So you generate income on capital, right? And we've covered the different ways to invest. We've covered more income producing versus growth stocks, for example. So if we just keep it simple and think of that as an example, and you think of your portfolio. Now, if you have enough capital to live on, that means that you can live off of your portfolio. But how are you getting the money to live off? How are you getting the money from your portfolio into your bank account to live on? Well, there's two basic ways. It's either through income or through growth and then selling that growth, generating capital gains. So if we recall, income often is in the form of interest on fixed income or bonds and dividends on stocks. Now, the ideal, I would say, is that you have enough capital so it can grow. And in addition, you have so much capital that the income that it generates is enough for you to live on. That means you're never selling down your capital to generate capital gains so that you can live on the capital. But that is also possible. There are people who live on their entire portfolio, which, is a combination of the income that gets deposited, regardless of market fluctuation, and the capital as well. Now, the risk there is, in a year like we saw last year where the market went down quite a bit, you may still have to sell that capital in a down market, which is not something you tend to want to do. So please note, of course, everything I'm saying, all these views are my ideas. They're mine. And again, the purpose is to try to help. So I hope it does. And please don't hesitate to send me feedback. Thanks.